We're going to be building a deck here, but I don't want to have to crawl underneath it to do the drainage for the downspouts that'll be on each side of this chimney after the deck's built. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to start by digging a deep hole, or 2 big holes, or 3 big holes. And then any trenching that you need to do, pitch like you would any other plumbing, 1/4 inch per foot or more. Then you're going to want to get a dry well if you plan on doing one. This one's actually available at Home Depot. It's pretty standard, 50 gallon. Nothing special, but effective nonetheless. You want to use a knife and a hammer to do these knockouts. This is for a shower, so we did all of them, but on the gutter downspouts we didn't do as many. Then you want to wrap it with landscape fabric so that nothing will get in there, no debris or weeds or anything. Then you want to fill the base with however many rocks you think are necessary. Then you can drop in your dry well. Backfill with however much rock you think will meet the demand. On this side I did a larger punch out hole so that I can sneak the drainage pipe right in. We're going to glue our joints like we would on any PVC. Sometimes you would use perforated pipe here with rock underneath it to help distribute the drainage, but I didn't want to distribute any of the water somewhere that might be vulnerable along this old block wall that somebody scabbed in a little plywood foundation, I guess. In this case, it just so happened that my coupling ended up right here, which would have put my sanitary tee hitting there. So instead of cutting this back here and needing to find another coupling, I cut it a little long. That way I can recycle it, and then it puts my sanitary tee exactly where it needs to be. Now instead of assembling all these little pieces in the dirt, I took a marker to mark where I want everything to line up, and I'll take all of this to a workbench and I'll assemble them, glue them, and then when I come back all I need to do is glue this one piece here. Another reason you want to mark your lineups is because when you assemble PVC, you want to put it in, do a 1/4 turn, and then hold for 15 to 30 seconds depending on the size of the pipe so everything can set up, because the insides of these are actually tapered and it will push out and you won't have a good joint. You can use a hammer or a block or whatever you have to keep the pipe off the ground so you don't get sand in your glue and primer. This is what our drainage looks like before backfill. This is a connection for the downspout, and the reason that it's off the wall is to account for siding, and there's going to be a ledger board for the deck, so we don't want it to be tight. This is what our dry well looks like before backfill. This is just a clean out, but on the outdoor shower, this will actually be where the drain goes in. And this is what it looks like, all backfilled, tamped, and raked out. You want to make sure that you mark your downspouts because you can't always rely on other people to do any thinking. The location of this cleanout will be noted, and then eventually it'll be covered when everything's brought back up to grade with the backfill. On this side of the house, the gutter will come straight down this corner. It'll come over, it'll go into that dry well, and then this will be covered when the backfill is brought up to grade as well. Finally, the shower will drain directly into that dry well there.